just missed that long. I got on a little late, but I think that was a good A plus long there. We were in discount and we swept out London low. So if you took that, I think that was fine on the 1 or the 2 minute. And then I would obviously be trying to target the lunch highs here. I think that's a nice little target there with the relative equal highs, right? And then maybe AM high if we can get to there. So if we get a confirmation set up maybe off this 5 minute gap, I'll be taking that, I think. I like longs here. I think we're good for longs, especially with the idea of being in seek and destroy. Yeah, for sure, Spencer. Yeah, I missed it too, unfortunately. I was just getting on the chart. I was on the phone with my sister. She was trying to get me to order her a mechanical keyboard since her keyboard for her laptop broke. And then I missed the entry. Could have just paid for the keyboard with the entry, but oh well. What can you do? Dude, part of me is just tempted along here, man. I feel like this is just going to keep going without us. But hopefully we get a little retrace or something. Yeah. Yeah, the 5 minute would be nice. I don't know if I would enter off the 5 minute inverse, but a pullback here would be very good. But yeah, I want longs. I want longs. Might have to just turn options play or something, but we kind of already missed the move. An options play from here would have been nice. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a pullback. I think we'll get one. Maybe we get caught up in this last gap in the leg or something on the 1 minute or 3 minute or something. But yeah, how did everybody do this morning with trading? I hope you guys obviously had the 2 minute entry or the 30-second short off open. I think it was pretty easy to recognize as seek and destroy conditions after open, right? Ran up, took buy side, then immediately reversed, took sell side, and we just did that a few different times. Yeah, conflicting 5 minute here at 283. So let's see if this can get drawn back before heading higher. 5 minute inverse to get closed there, so that's good. For sure, Spencer. Did I take the 1 minute long? I was not on this morning. This 1 minute long, I wish I would have taken. This was A plus. I'm finding a way to try and get in this. To get it. I honestly just wanted to enter at 300 there, but I didn't want to like enter with the conflicting draw. If this forms as an OB though after the 5 minute inverse, we're probably just gonna go off this. Unfortunately, yeah, it's just gonna go. Wow, so that was the pullback entry there to 300. Oh well, oh well. If we don't get the entry, so be it. It is what it is. I mean, you're more than welcome to chase, obviously, with defined risk. The idea for a chase here could be like, entering on like a pullback of this next candle or whatever with a stop at PM low, targeting the high. That's like a good 1R. Is AM top data high? Is it? I don't know. Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, so data high here. So this is a great play. That's why I said it was A plus. Because 10 a.m. news came out. 2 minute played you. Dang. So yeah, we're just gonna hope for a confirmation setup here. we don't get it, we don't get it. It's not meant to be. If we get it, perfect. We take a nice play up to the data high, then hopefully. How was AM? It honestly didn't look terrible. I didn't think it was going to be very good, but apparently it was all right. There was a couple plays. Sorry if that's misleading, by the way. It's not an entry. Just like an idea. Nice monkey man for sure. Yeah, for sure, Seb, for sure. Yeah. We don't have any of that this afternoon, right? I think it was just at 12. Yeah, maybe crypto, right? No, I think we want to wait for a bigger pullback here. Maybe like we even get the 5 minute or 50%. And then if we got like a good long there, that'd be nice. This is a nice gap to target. But yeah, I think the draw on liquidity here is higher, guys. So I'll be looking bullish this afternoon. Oh, we might just go now. That kind of looked like news. I did enter a chase play on eval. Um, so we'll just see if it hits. But looks like this candle might knock me out. I only took it with a few micros, so I'm not in this like huge size. I'm just kind of messing around. Did anybody listen to the Trump speech? How was that? Anything major said in it? Or was it kind of just like typical stuff? Okay. Okay, Spencer for sure. Isn't there like 90 million people in Iran? How is the whole country going to be taken out in one night? I mean, I guess that's what happened with Venezuela. Maybe he's just referencing that. I think I'm of the opinion that this were going to go, it would have gone already. So I might just cut this for like a few points. A few points lost here. I don't like being in trades for too long, especially like in premium when they don't run instantly. It's usually a bad sign. So coming back now, we have this upper 5 minute that we just tapped into. Maybe we see a reaction from it. What's the draw? I think it's buy side. We got relative equal highs at lunch high, and then we have the data wick. So I'm looking at that. I'm looking for a confirmation setup from maybe the 5 minute here. And this might just be it right here. This 30-second back up after we tap the 5 minute. This might be our only setup. I would have to rate this an A minus because we're in premium, but the data high above, sometimes it's tempting to take plays that are a little bit worse just for the sake of targeting that. Are you back to normal trading tomorrow? No, I'm back to normal trading tomorrow. I just didn't really like this morning's price conditions, like how they were printing pre-market, and I know we had the bank holiday in Europe, so I just didn't really bother. And I'm not gonna force myself to trade on a Monday most of the time if I'm not really getting good vibes from it. Like that's one thing that I think I notice out of some of you is that you find every excuse to trade no matter the day. And sometimes it's okay to just like take a break and not necessarily trade, every day. Overnight had good setups. We were barely moving pre-market. We had news at 10. We had Trump speaking later in the morning. I just figured, it'd be better to sit out. And like, well, yeah, sure, I missed that 2 minute play. To me, it feels the 2 minute feels kind of forced. I mean, it's okay, but didn't we have like news a few minutes later? Oh, I guess it was 15 minutes before. So yeah, I mean, the 2 minutes okay. We still kept buy side intact. So yeah, the 2 minutes okay. Like it's the only like decent setup. I don't really like the 30-second that much because we didn't really take out buy side. Yeah, the 2 minute there's okay. I don't know. I could also just be coping because I didn't trade this morning and I missed out on that setup. I like this. I like that we're coming back right now. We've got the 5 minute no gaps really yet. Yeah, not really. There was like a 30 second, I think that formed at the top that we would have to like force, I guess, into the setup. But yeah, we will see. But yeah, what do you guys think about, my decision to not trade this morning? Seeking and Destroy can be really good, but like it just didn't seem that good this morning. Yeah, Seek and Destroy can be really good. Looks like we might be getting our trade here. Might be having to force a setup on the 30 second, if anything. This gap breaking, and go break even, maybe a PMI. Combine them, I guess. Yeah, I would say this morning was Seek and Destroy. Seek and Destroy is just when we continuously take buy side and sell side liquidity. So like here, we ran out sell side first, and then we ran out buy side, and then we came back and ran out sell side again. Then we ran out buy side again. Then we came down, ran out sell side. It just took a while. And now I think we should be due to go back to buy side, but it's just taking its sweet time. And I don't even know if in live time I'm taking the 2 minute because I'm watching the 1 minute play out. And like the close there isn't great. Like on the close, we respect that 1 minute gap there. And so like in that moment, maybe I changed my mind because, we leave equal lows or whatever is down here and we leave London and whatever. The only thing that was like decently light bulb, I think, was this 30 second. I thought that was okay. But yeah, I think the speech is over. You should go to class, Ed. It's okay. Who knows when it will play out? What do I think about tenacity? I want to kind of let that situation play out before I put my own money into it. That I don't know. I saw somebody phrase it in a way that I found interesting. You're paying somebody 28% as a broker fee to handle person to person payouts. Because the way they get 20% is 20% of the cost of the eval goes to the firm, and then 10% of every payout. So it's like 28% management fee, which if you are familiar with what other brokers charge, like for betting, for gambling, that's like egregious. Like 28% is kind of crazy. You're charging 28% and assume no risk. I can understand the business model if it was like less than 5% maybe, but 28% is kind of crazy. While they assume zero risk. What's stopping somebody else from going to a different, or for creating another firm, the exact same model as them, and just charging less percentage? Just saying like 2%. They have they have like zero competitive advantage in the marketplace. So I think if Ryan is gonna do that thing with tenacity, be like, to them essentially, okay, so your firm is coming out. You have this business model in place. The way that we all succeed as traders trading your firm's business model is if there's a lot of volume going through, if there's a lot of traders trading your firm. What's to stop another firm opening up that offers better margins than your 28% cut that you're taking and running you out of business? And all of the people that were in prop firm accounts with you guys not being able to claim payouts because the volume in your business went to nothing. And so now there's no payout money available. I don't know, Seb. I don't know anything about that. But yeah, on brighter news, for the prop firms that are well established and pay out and that I trust, I had to sit down and have an interview with, oh yeah, there is a 30-second. Yeah, it's not that obvious. I guess we could force a trade. We failed to hit 50%. It would have been way better to hit 50 there. I think I like the 1 minute more anyway. I mean, it's like the same size as the 30-second. But I think, oh, we hit it on ES. Okay. If it's like a super good candle and we get the CISD here, maybe. I think I'd actually just prefer to take a CISD trade here over an IFG play. Anyway, all right, back to the infomercial. I did an interview with Tradeify. I spoke with this guy named Joe, in order to like get their code, which is something I've never had to do before. When I signed up for affiliates, normally it's just you just fill out a form and they decide if they want to bring you on or not. But I actually had to have an interview, and this guy Joe is pretty cool. And so I got set up with them now. So if you guys want to use my code for Tradeify, obviously you could support me that way. I still think, Lucid is like the premier option because of the pricing. But once you get max allocation on Lucid, I think Tradeify is the next place you should go. So that's about it. Obviously, what's my discount on Tradeify? I think it's 40% right now. It's whatever the standard percentage off is right now. It looks like right now it's 30%, maybe. I don't know. Oh, okay. 40% then. I don't know. Whatever the amount tells you at checkout, that's what it is. Basically, it's like $100 all in for a 50K select, which those are the ones that I like. They're the same as like the Lucid Flexes, and so they're pretty good payout rules. You got to make 3K profit, 2K drawdown, and yeah, 40% I think is the consistency rule. So usually what I do is I just try and go for 3 days of $1,000 profit each, and just pass them like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if I told you guys, but a while ago I was gonna try and get a car for my girlfriend, and um, I've just been waiting for basically tax season to be over so I know like what's possible. And so today in the morning, since I decided not to trade, we went and test drove a couple cars. We test drove a Highlander and a Sienna. The Highlander is like an SUV, and then the Sienna is a minivan. And as somebody that used to hate on minivans, like unjustifiably. There's not really any reason for it, but it was just like, the joke on the road or whatever. The Sienna is really nice, and I think that's what we're gonna end up getting. I mean, obviously it's good for family planning. Even right now with my friends, it's really convenient. It has 37 miles per gallon, which is kind of crazy. It has a good powertrain warranty from the factory on the battery. I think it's 150,000 miles. Um, and they're not super expensive. So, yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Sienna. It was just the suspension on that car is actually really good. I was really surprised. It kind of just took everything. But this is coming from somebody that drives a Camry, so maybe that's just like it's just better than the Camry. We do have a 1 minute here now, and we did hit 50%. So I was tapping into that 5 minute, that 50% level that I wanted. We could see maybe the reversal now. Blade, out of curiosity, why do you think the Odyssey is better? I didn't test drive that one, but oh, you just have one? Oh, okay, gotcha. Sure. Oh wow, okay, so we could get our setup here. We're in the macro. I'll probably take this and go break even here if we get it on this candle. Trump speaking again? Okay. Well, whatever. This gap is not obvious, by the way. This is technically not A plus. It's only a 2.5 point gap. But I'm probably just gonna try it anyway. Because I like the momentum here actually. Oh wait, maybe not. If we don't get the close. Not really a good close. I guess we'll see. I don't really like it because we failed to get the CISD there. Maybe once we get the CISD, I'll take it, but not right now, not yet. My minimum points is 4, technically. Yeah, 4. This is only like 2.5. What would have been nice about closing up here is getting that CISD at the same time as the inverse. For the extra confirmation there, since the gap isn't that obvious, it's good. But when you fail to get it, that's not really a good sign. See what I mean? Like, that's the tell. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. We're kind of setting up like LRLR here too, a little bit. I mean, it's like side by side, so it's not that important. But the more and more we stack up buy side liquidity like this, the better it is for our long, inevitably. Okay, so I think I made the right choice there. Dude, I feel so locked in with reading candlesticks. Like, I can just like tell. like if a setup's gonna be good or bad, just based on how the close of the candlestick is on the entry. Okay, for sure. I thought he was gonna go live in the Discord. I guess not. By the way, guys, I'm finally getting over being sick. I think like today is the last day that I'm gonna be sick. I've been sick for 2 weeks. It's just been awful. Like, and my girlfriend got it too. So we've both been sick, but she's doing all right. She didn't have it as bad as me because I feel like the infection got into my respiratory system a little bit more, and hers was mostly just a sinus infection. Really, Jeezy? Dang. But yeah, what else is cool about the Sienna is that because it's over 6,000 pounds, I can treat it as a write off. And so, what I might do in order to make that happen, because you have to use the vehicle for more than 50% business, is I might take a few road trips um, with the Sienna. And, maybe I'll take a road trip down to Florida for dodging so that I can count that as like a business trip type thing. And then maybe, come meet up with some of you guys in different places around the US and take the Sienna. No, no, you can't, Scotty. I wish. I am still long biased, yeah. Even though that 1 hour inversed, because we have the data high above and lower time frame order flow is still bullish. If we flip order flow bearish here and we inverse the 5 minute and the 3 minute, whatever, yeah, I'll become bearish. So this is kind of my condition for right now. Okay. Is this 30-second long too risky? Not really. We just need extra confirmation, right? So we need like that CISD. Right now, it's not really looking like we're going to get it. So, and I think also maybe not right now because with my housing situation, I have to park my car outside. But when I get like a house with a garage, I think I'm going to upgrade the Camry. I think it's time. And the Camry's getting up there in miles. Not to the C8, um, but I don't know. Maybe you guys can throw a couple ideas out there. I'm thinking something around 40K. Maybe like an IS 350 or maybe even a BMW. I don't know. Something with the B58 would be cool. B58 is at least, decent reliability. Maybe the GR Corolla. The GR Corolla is pretty cool, but it's also like still a Toyota. It's not really like an upgrade. I kind of want to get something leaning more luxury. But anyway, too much talk about cars. I think right now with price though, it's pretty easy to tell what we want and what we need to do. It's just, obviously we just have to be patient and wait. Lexus are cool. I just feel like their infotainment stuff and technology is kind of outdated. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But like that's like an easy thing to compromise on because the the reliability's there. Are we getting along or not? I told you to go to class, man. I told you. I think we're gonna inverse this maybe now and be bearish. Tesla, yeah, but then you have to deal with Tesla reliability, and I don't know. I'm kind of just hating. I'll go test drive one for sure, just to see what it's like. But I'm definitely more of a car guy, so I want something with like an engine. Yeah, so I think we're bearish, right? Clearly, price didn't want to re-hit those highs, and maybe that's partially because of the sentiment right now with Trump speaking. So because of that, we could definitely come down lower here, maybe to this low, inevitably. Wait, we're still holding the gap. We'll see. Where's this 5 minute going to close at? 8 seconds. I think we're going to close below. I think it's cooked. Yeah, okay, so it closed below. 3 minutes, the last one. 2 minute. 3 and 2 will close in a minute. So I guess we'll see. I guess if they hold, we can still be technically bullish here, but I don't know. We kind of came back really far. Would I take the two slash three as a short? No, because I don't like the draw on liquidity, and I don't really like the data high above. I don't think I like the risk to reward either. Okay, so holding the 2 and 3. So in order to get our CISD here, we need to close above here. So 2 and 3 both hold. Maybe we get our like break a structure here and we go. Or not break a structure, market structure shift. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll pull out the old reliable. By the way, over the weekend I got Wordle in 3 back to back, so that was cool. Okay, we got sport. We just do sport. Short. Oh, we could do short. I think we do short for the trade, right? Aw. Well, it wasn't short or sport. Could be like scorn. Okay. Sworn. Sworn in 4. There we go. All right. Decent momentum here. Is there like a gap? Dude, we don't even have a gap. I mean, we have literally the 1 minute and like a 30-second. Guess we'll see. No close yet. Just another move up. Am I still interested in longs after inversing the 5 to the downside? Yeah, because we held the 2 and 3 minute here, Nathan. right now I'm like mostly neutral. Like I'm not really interested in longs or shorts right here. When I need confirmation to become bullish again, in the form of like a CISD or good momentum and a market structure shift or something like that. And in order to be bearish, I need the 2 and 3 to break. So like right now, I'm like mostly neutral. I don't really have any bias. Okay, for sure. Yeah, Fernand, I know you like Tesla. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Um, it would just have to make sense. Like, is the EV tax credit still a thing? I thought they got rid of that. Yeah. So like that kind of takes away the luster as well. I know, I know. I was actually looking at cars 6 months ago and we were considering it for like the plug-in hybrid aspect, but yeah. Now that it's not really a thing anymore, I don't know. Okay, so we're getting a lot of momentum here. A long would look something like this, where we get like a close like this, and then you would put a stop at the swing low. And that could be kind of your play and your risk reward. And then like maybe break even here, or when we tap into a 15-minute gap or something. Yeah, there's no gap. Okay. So we'll get the close here in 13. So we'll see if we close above the gap. So we do. Kind of up to you here. I like it, so I'm trying it, but definitely up to you. I like the momentum. I like that we held the 2 and 3. I like the LRLR here. Once we run that, you can go break even. All right, I'm gonna go break even there. You see the difference in how you can tell whether a play is gonna work based on the close of that candle versus not gonna work. You can kind of tell in live time. You know, there's a lot of things here with momentum and whatnot that are playing out that you can read. I'm probably going to scale just a couple contracts at this first high, at like 297, and just to call this play a winner, and that'll be at 1R, and then maybe we'll go PM high next scale and lunch, or maybe just lunch high. So I'm going to be out a couple there. I took this on a funded, by the way. So see if we can get there. This is going pretty quick. I don't see why not. I'm probably going to scale everything besides a runner at lunch highs here at 347. This is exactly what we were looking for here with the retrace to 50%, respecting that gap. Good momentum in the market structure shift, like I said, the inverse of the 1 minute. And then obviously, we wanted to be bullish still because lower time frame order flow. So this got about 50 points already. Obviously, you should be scaled. Some of the position, it's already gone more than 2R. So hopefully we can get to that last target. That would be nice because I'm still in the majority of this position. And if this can go to the final target, which is that data high, this would be a play for almost 175 points, maybe a little more than that. You just gotta hope here. We're kind of starting to put in LRLR here, if you guys haven't noticed. So maybe this acts as a trendline liquidity and we break it. Electron, same timing. So, was that pretty clear? Was that pretty clear about, the entry, what I was looking for, everything? I think that was a pretty easy setup, right? The Adderall came out swinging today, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel pretty locked in. You know, we don't even need to worry about Trump tweeting or whatever because even if he does, he's gonna be on our side. I got the phone call. You know, I texted Barron right now. I really hope we can run this LRLR on this first price leg. I hope we don't come back to the entry. Like I hope this is just an IO fed and we just go. We got the next 15-minute candle here. Let's see where the 5-minute closes at. OB would be nice. Can we get it? 2 seconds? Didn't quite get it, unfortunately. Should we trail our stop here to the low? Does it really make sense to go lower than this? Maybe if we re-hit the high, I will. I think that's what I'll do. If we re-hit this high, I'll trail my stop to here. Not even if we make the OB, just maybe if we like hit CE the wick or something. It has to break the 1 minute. True. Yeah, we want to see that. I mean, this just looks like trendline liquidity. This is so A plus, guys. That's why we're able to take this setup, even though the gap is smaller there. We have A plus draws and liquidity above, so like we can take worse setups as long as it meets our criteria. And it came back to discount, which is what we wanted. Yep, it definitely broke that 1 minute, but maybe that 30-second is still holding. Yeah, so maybe we just got to get that too. Might be waiting to put in a 5-minute gap here as well before going higher. You think now trail? I don't know. I'm gonna wait. Maybe trail now because we hit the trend line. What do you think? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna wait for the sweep. I think it makes sense. We got the 30-second close, right? So we should be good. Yeah. This should be good to just run this high. There it is. So now we're trailed. And now we just need like 20 more points, maybe? It was 15. We almost hit PMI there. Up to you if you want to cover early here. I might maybe like a single contract at that high instead of holding out for much highs. I think this has the momentum to just go though. Okay, GZ for sure. 15 minutes kept rejecting. Yeah, hopefully we can break that too so we can just go to the data high. That'll be the last thing we need. We got the close in 11 minutes. All right, so I was able to take off a contract there, and then hopefully two more here at PM or lunch high, and then once lunch high hits, I'll be down to a runner because I don't know if that 15 is going to break. Earlier I talked about, I want my trades to run. I want to go with momentum here with my trade. I don't want to have to wait around and stall. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what a good winning trade should do. It's just run straight up to your price target, no stalling. If you have the draw and liquidity right, and it's met the criteria that you need, this is what should happen with your entry. Yeah, for sure, Raid, for sure. I mean, you could see it right there, the difference between that first close at 156 and the second. Yeah, I didn't have a single point of drawdown either, Nathan. It just went straight up. It's the best kind of trade for sure. Hey, I didn't do nothing, Yuki. You pressed the buttons. If this hits PM high, this will be 4R, and if it goes all the way to AM high, it'll be 9.5R. Dang, Grant. That's tough. Well, hopefully you caught this play, and then that play from the morning doesn't matter now. Um, it depends, Raid. If it appears like we're gonna get the CISD before the close of the IFEG, then yeah, you can do that. But if not, maybe not then. Front running before we get the CISD can really cook your account. What did I get from the crate? 40%. The default. Dinner time? Alright, Otter, sounds good. Enjoy your dinner. Glad we could catch some points. Honestly, I feel great about skipping this morning because this was a banger. Like, I don't think anything played out this easy from this morning. I'm totally fine with skipping it now that I got this. I mean, hopefully I don't jinx here and we miss the high, but maybe we get like a healthy retracement before hitting it or something. I hope we get the high here first, then get a retracement, then run the data high right after. And honestly, what I might do with the runner guys is I might just leave my stop at break even on it and just whatever happens happens. I might not even have it trailed anymore because I'm gonna hold it to the data high. So I want the executions more than I care about the money on a runner. So the difference between $40 and the execution is definitely more for the execution. Okay, we missed my TP by a tick. I should have reliable TP. All right, we got it. So I'm down to a runner now. That's 75 points off of 18 points of risk. Hard risk too. I said had your stop loss to there. It could have been even better if you just headed to the stop. But I'm gonna hold my runner out to the data high here, so that final TP will be 452, I guess. And yeah, I guess if you took that one, type 1. Banger. Banger. For total average trims of 32 points. Hey, that's still almost 2R Fahrenheit. Are you going to hold for the data high here, or are you just going to get out all there? Hey, sounds good, Spencer. I risked 6 micros on that, so 250 points of or $250 of risk, and right now I'm sitting at almost 3R. So I'm happy with that. If you would have scaled the same way as I did, you would have walked out with almost 3R if you closed right now. Okay, for sure, Marma. I'll forward that feedback. No, that's everything. That's everything. It's almost 3R. So right now I'm up on this trade $650, and I risked like 240. So yeah, almost. I waited to scale at the high here, 2.7. I scaled 2 here at 1R, and then I scaled 3 here, like for average of like 340. So nice. Okay, if we got this OB, this is a solid OB. Like this would be hard for me to like remain bullish if we were to get this and then violate it. So this is like another potential trail spot. Like I said, I care more about the executions, but if you care more about profits, this is a good spot to trail your runner, I think. That's funny. Okay. Well, all right, guys. Honestly, that's it for PM. We were looking for 2.5R on the week. We got that today, so I'll catch you guys next week, I think. Honestly, might just take the rest of the week off. No reason to keep trading this. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. What I might do, by the way, I guess this is as good a time as now to mention it. Um, by the way, we didn't get the OB there, so don't show your stop yet. But um, I think I might go to Europe at the end of May. I've never been before. And my sister's over there for a study abroad, and she wants me to visit. So it will be where she's at. She's in Hamburg in Germany, I think. But I'm not going there to visit. We're gonna go on a trip to the south of France. I'm gonna go to Genoa, Italy, and then Monaco and Nice. I think it's how you say it, Nice or Nice. But yeah, um, but yeah, I got credit card points. I gotta spend them. You know, I gotta live my life a little. I'm gonna go there for only 5 nights though. I'm thinking I'm thinking yeah, yeah, maybe the Alps Yuki. I think I'm gonna rent a car while I'm down there. And I think I'm gonna stay in Monaco. I have a good hotel for 230 euros a night. The GP is in early June. We'll be going 2 weeks before the Grand Prix. So while they're setting everything up, which will be kind of cool to see. Um, this is just a plan. Nothing really like fully fleshed out, but just like a potential plan. I wanted to give you guys the heads up, just so you know. That Thursday before Memorial Day weekend would be the day that I would leave, and I think I'll still be able to stream that day. I'd be gone Friday, which we have off anyway. Saturday, Sunday, which obviously we have off. Monday, which we have off for Memorial Day. And then Tuesday is the day I'd come back. So I don't think I'll be able to stream that Tuesday, but maybe I can get somebody to cover something like that. And then Wednesday we'll be back as normal for the following week. Um, or I could take that Tuesday off and then I can make it up to you guys like the following Friday or whatever it is. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the heads up there with all that. But yeah, as far as PMs though, we'll only miss one day, which is why I'm actually like even considering doing this because I value your guys' time and money more than anything in my life. You guys are um, one of the biggest supporters of me and what I do, and so I need to support you guys back. And so I try my very hardest to make sure that I'm not missing any PMs or missing, anything that you guys have paid for. And so, if even if it comes down to giving you guys all an extra day for missing that Tuesday, I'll do that. Um, but yeah, that's about it. To Genoa, Italy, Murmar, and then Monaco and Nice in France. Probably towards the end of May. I've never been to Europe before. I could go to the one in Milan. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think I can't go to my first F1 race without my dad there. So okay, Fahrenheit. What car should I rent if I'm going to be in the south of France? Should it be a Peugeot or should I get like maybe a Bugatti because they're French, right? Or maybe a Renault. Renault's French, right? Bugatti's Italian. I thought they were French. Aren't they French? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Oh, really, Yuki? You've been there for sure. Yeah, my sister's boyfriend is Swiss, so they like did like a they like scaled the side of a mountain. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably blow a lot of money on this trip. I'm not gonna lie. I was already looking at plane tickets. It's like 1,400 for economy, and it's like a 16-hour flight. But that's like 2 months out. I'm guessing as I get closer, like 3 weeks away, I'll be able to find some good deals and some point redemptions or whatever. Um, but yeah, the hotel in Monaco would be 230 a night, and then the hotel in Genoa would be 28,000 points a night, and it's like 1.6 cents per point. So it's not great redemption value, but it's not too bad. I found this website last night called Max Your Points, where it gives you like a bunch of itineraries for places to go where you can get like insane redemption value. Like apparently, if you go to the Park Hyatt Paris, you get like 4 cents per point on redemption. Is it Avios? No, but I was thinking about getting an Avios card. Avios right now, I think, has a promotion where it's like 100K points for 4K spend or 80K points for 4K spend. And what I might do is I might put the down payment for the car, the Sienna, on that card as long as they don't charge me a stupid credit card fee and just get the bonus that way. I might do it with two cards, honestly. There's two good redemptions right now. And what's also cool about that card, Baker, is it's you get 50% off a flight right now too with the sign up bonus. So it's 50% off a flight plus 80,000 points, which is like just that's like insane. That's like almost as good as the Sapphire one. That's what I was thinking, Baker. Maybe it's not. No, it's not Avios. I think it's Atmos. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Or 80,000 point reward plus 50% off flight. It's whatever this card is. Atmos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This card. Sorry, not Avios. I got it confused. This card is crazy right now. This is the business card. This is like the $95 a year card, and this is $400 a year card. But you get like a bunch of like whatever airport lounge passes or something. But I don't use Alaska, so it's like this is kind of pointless for me. But I would get this just for this and this. Like that's pretty good. And these transfer to I think a lot of different airlines. You can get pretty good value. Wait, what do you mean capital on tap? What does that mean? Yeah, it's a credit card. Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. Are you talking about like what's it called? Like a advance, like a cash advance? Oh, is it a card? This? I yeah, it looks like it. They have a US website. What about it? Why would I get this card? Oh, true. I just have a Chase Sapphire or Chase Ink preferred or whatever. I like that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have the preferred Spencer. Yeah. Dude, I got 130K points with them, Spencer, for signing up for that card. Because I got 100K for the intro offer, And then I got 30K for the Rakuten bonus. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Oh, that's cool, Baker. Okay, for sure, Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't know. It's my sister's like itinerary of stuff that she wanted to do because her friend is coming in from out of town. So I'm just gonna kind of do whatever they want to do. But yeah, I'll talk about it with her maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that one. I just have to figure out when I'm gonna buy that car and see if it's possible to put the down payment on it. Yeah, exactly. Also, I had something exciting happen. So I've had 15K in student loans since I graduated, and I haven't been paying any interest on them because of like a bunch of uh, Biden debt relief stuff, the student loan, whatever. And so I just haven't been paying them down, and they started accruing interest like a month or two ago or whatever. And so I had a couple that were sitting at about 5%, and then I have one at 3.8, and then the others are at 2. So I paid off the 5 and 3.8% over the weekend. So I think I have like 6K in student loans left now. So that was exciting. Positano? Okay, let's see Positano. Is that like a town? Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, it's kind of like is this the town from that one Disney movie? What's it called? With the fish? By the way, guys, I'm just keeping track on the trade. Um, just to let you guys know, we did in fact close over that 15-minute now. So I think we should be good to go to the data high. So I'm just gonna hold the runner and hope for the best. Maybe we come back to this 15-minute gap now, which I think was where the original break even was, but or stop and profit. But I'm not moving my stop now from the entry. It's just it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. So um, yeah, yeah. Luca, is that the what town is Luca set in? Oh, hey, there you go. Cinque Terre. That's funny. Yeah, like see, like this is from the movie, right? And that's what the town looks like. That's cool. Yeah, maybe, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Wait, are you talking about the town, Luca? This one? I'm not talking about the town. I'm talking about the Disney movie Fahrenheit. Yeah. The Disney movie Luca is based on Cinque Terre. Like the setting of the movies in there. I mean, I'll come back eventually, right? Like I think the plan is wait, where are you having me at? You have me up at Naples. Where's Genoa? Genoa's here. I think the plan is to just be yeah, so okay. The places that you're talking about are way too far away. Like we're gonna be here and then drive down this way to here and hang out like here and that's gonna be it. Like that's I don't think we're gonna like go all the way out into Italy and like do all of Italy, you know. Maybe another day I'll come back though and do all this. But yeah, I think we're just gonna hang out like here. Like maybe I'll go to Saint Tropez. Isn't this like the like most expensive part of like Europe? Like isn't this like stupidly expensive? Yeah. I was looking at stuff. like hotels in this area, and oh my gosh, like the stuff that like bare minimum 2K a night. Like I don't know. I don't know. My girlfriend was like, "Why don't you just wait a couple weeks and go to Monaco with your dad?" I'm like, "I don't have $100,000 to spend right now to go to Monaco like for the weekend. Why don't you just go to the F1 race? Oh yeah, let me just go to the Monaco F1 race." Yeah, yeah, no. Do not go to Marseille. Okay, we won't. Is it because like there's a lot of immigration coming from this way? I got you. I've heard that's the problem with Spain. Like over here, big city problems are fine. I like big city problems. Do you guys think we can get to the data high in an hour? I think we can do it. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be like another setup. I think if you missed out on this one, it's really unfortunate that you did. But um, I think I think it's probably done, and you just hold your runner at this point. Yeah, for sure, to pack. Poland is the safest country unless it's you know unless Germany gets a little too excited. You go to the Ferrari Museum in Maranello. Okay, for sure. No candles always possible. Yes, for sure, for sure. Very cool, Tommy. I also heard Fahrenheit. It might also depend on like if the Austrian royalty really wants to go out on the town one night, and if they just happen to be at the wrong place, right time. I heard it can also depend on that. It might also depend maybe on like how like nationalist your country's um you know get. No, Tommy, I said it right. Wrong place, right time. For sure, for sure. Live in Chicago and people from the South say it's dangerous there. Hey guys, I'm from Detroit. All right, you guys don't know dangerous. Just kidding. I'm not from Detroit. I mean, I'm like kind of by Detroit. I'm not really from Detroit though. Guys, I went down to Detroit for concerts and sports games and dinners, but that was pretty much the extent. Um, heck yeah, Andy. Heck yeah. All right, let's do connections. We're not really doing nothing right now. We got the macro here in 2 minutes. Share, olives, mallet, hop, mole, wicket, ball, steak, holes, rave, carouser, concern, evite, claim, timer, hold on. Okay. Wicket, ball, steak, mallet, croquet. What? Oh, hell no. Steak, claim, share. I don't know. Dude, I got baited, guys. Oh, one away. Oh gosh, guys, we gotta lock in. Claim, stake, share. What's the last one? You think it's concern? Guys, we're gonna throw. All right, all right, all right. At least we got one. At least we got one. All right, we can do this. We can do this. So this was one away. Maybe it's not a hop. What's a mole? Like the animal, maybe? I don't know. A ball? It could be a ball instead of a hop. Maybe it's not hoedown. Okay, explain. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now what's this? We got to figure out what the purple is. Things with pits? Things with pits? Maybe? Olives have pits? Raves have a pit? What's a wicket? What's an evite? I don't know. Like, I don't know. What else here has a pit? Anything? Yeah, like an E invite. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a carouser. Oh, whatever, dude. We'll just do this, and then we'll do this, and then send it. Oh, no! Oh, no, we're one away. So, these two are both right. We know these two are both right. I think one of these is wrong. What's a hop? Is a hop like, is that like the actual definition? Well, no, because we know this is right because that was three left. So yeah, this has to be right. It's got to be something like this. Maybe it's not ball. Yeah. Maybe it. Wait, no, we've already guessed this though. It has to be ball. This is weird. This is weird. This is like you either take away something or you add something. I think it could be this. Car EV. What's this? I don't know. Like I'm like you know what I mean? I don't think it's Rav. What would this be? I'm sending this, whatever. All right. God, what is this last category? It makes no sense. Musicals with last letters change? Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. Wicked. I don't know what this is. know what this is. Avita, maybe. Oliver. Okay. Carouser. What's this one? Carousel, maybe. Okay. Weird. All right. Bandit. Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe my sister's into it. She just went to Hamilton in the UK. She'll be into it. 92 million, 1997. Yeah, yeah, Spencer. The purple categories are usually like that. Change a letter, rearrange the word, read the word backward, add a letter. I don't know what it is, by the way. Oh, Dodgy's doing that thing with the guy. If you guys want to go over and check that out right now, I'll still be here. Um, maybe what I can do is I can briefly pause PM until that meeting's over, and then we can come back if you guys want to do that. Yeah, with the Tenacity CEO. If you guys wanted to ask questions. Oh, you think it's around the world? Great guess. I actually do think this is Daft Punk. That's a good guess. I agree with you. I think we'll just go that. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so let's get the rest of the band done, and then we'll go over there and check that out. Nostalgic. 77. Stevie Wonder, you think? Superstition? No? No, it's not. Lovely? Oh, yeah, you're right. What is that? Bill Withers? Nice. Wow. Bang. All right, 80s. 30 million. Par 5. Is the Electron locked in? Depeche Mode? Oh, he said relax, Fahrenheit. He said he said relax. You need to calm down. All right. Good job. All right. I'll leave the stream open so you guys can just chill in here. But I'm gonna go over to that other, I guess, call real quick, see what's going on, and then we'll be back in here. Okay, when they end that. Sound good? All right. I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, that was something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thought I'd turn on face cam since everyone else was on stage and just hang out. I don't know. I mean, we'll see the pack. I don't really like the idea of like, okay, I've made this money, and now I only get to get a percentage of it depending on the pot. despite the fact that it's just as difficult to make the money here than it would be in any other prop firm. And like the odds of the pot being worth more, like okay, so here's basically the gist. I think this is a good business model and a good opportunity for you guys if the pot exceeds the expected value of what you would get from a normal prop firm. So for example, let's say you are looking to take a payout and you want to get 100% of your money back when you take that payout, right? Obviously 80 or 20% of it goes to the firm, but you have the opportunity to take 100%, right? If that's my understanding. It's not 90-10, or is it 90-10 right now from the pot? If it's 90-10 from the pot, then it's the same as every other prop firm, and you can treat it as such. But if when you go to take a payout, the pot makes it so that you can't request the full amount or only a percentage of the amount because there's more profits than exist in the pot, in that moment, you should not trade the prop firm. But if the profits either equal or exceed the amount that's in the pot, I think it's worthwhile to like trade it. It's just like any other prop firm at that point. Okay. That's basically the gist. It's just like any other prop firm, as long as the pot can meet payout demand. If it can't meet payout demand, then it's not worthwhile. And you should stick with other prop firms first. And if there's like a community based like competition that like seems very winnable, like let's say TJR puts out a competition with his community and his community's full of a bunch of drones and they run that pot up, go do that one, right? Maybe like something like that. But like for us, right? Like if I were to start a competition, you guys, I wouldn't recommend joining my own competition because we're all way more profitable than the average trader and we're just going to rinse the pot and you guys aren't going to make any money from it, right? But for the community that maybe isn't as good, you know, maybe there's an opportunity there. I don't know. But yeah, right now it's a little too new for me to actually say anything. Obviously, I don't support or promote them, but yeah. I would probably just stick with obviously, you know, all reliable, Lucid, Tradify, Apex, whatever. Um, but yeah. Any questions? I think we missed some of it, so we didn't really get the fully fleshed out part. But what are we full porting? I'm still in my longs. It's kind of just chopping and solid here, so we might have to wait until the next session. But I've just been stuck in these longs. I mean, not really, Tyler, because to be fair, I've never ran a business before, and how am I doing with running PM and taking care of things and that kind of thing? I'm 24. Yeah, you're right. It is a bit different. There's money at stake. There's other people's money, you know, whatever. I get it. It is a concern of mine, but obviously time is the biggest thing that we have here, and I'm not just gonna, you know, we have to wait basically, right? We have to see the proof of concept play out. We have to see, you know, everything. So there's not really the whole point of that stage was like basically just like building trust with Dodge's community. Like that was the goal of what he was trying to do. And I think the only way to build trust is with time, basically, and like proof of proof of concept. So when it comes to you guys joining PM, did you guys just join PM right away when you saw me and what I'm doing, or did it take a while? You need proof of concept. You need me joining AM stream a couple times and talking about my thing and seeing PM, you know, do well, and you know, it's the same thing. It's just the same thing whenever you go and buy something, right? What's your opinion on Alpha? I have accounts with them. They seem okay. I like Alpha. Oh, okay, for sure, fair night. Does an Alpha have a news rule? I think so. I don't know. I'm not really like 100% affiliate or not affiliate. I'm not really 100% certain on all the rules that Alpha has or whatnot. I don't really know. Maybe. I know Lucid's rules pretty well. I know Tradeify's rules well. I know Apex's rules kinda. Everything else is kind of I mean, I know Top Step, I think. always been the same. Alpha, I don't really. I mean, I don't really know too well. Yeah, yeah. Lucid Tradeify Alpha's good if you don't want to trade Apex. I personally can't recommend Apex. They deny payouts too much. Why would you ever go to a firm that's going to make it hard for you to get your money? Top Step and Apex have fallen off, which is crazy because when I joined, those were the two. Those are the goats. Yeah, yeah, Baker. Yeah, I people in PM have been denied payouts on the end of day accounts. Yeah, I wouldn't really mess with Apex right now. There's just better options. Like, yeah, they're not going to be as cheap as Apex, but at least you have like the certainty that you'll get paid out once you get to the profit target, and that's like more important than anything. No, not in the near future. I don't think ever. If anything, they'll just continue to get bigger to pack. The only way that they would go extinct is if like there was some like giant CFTC ruling or something. Which like at that point they would just go um international. And if it went international, I would just leave the country. That would be that important to me. I just joined PM. Do you do calls during the day or does PM work? Yeah, so I stream every day, Brandon, from 1:30 to 4. And during the streams, we'll watch price together. And today, for example, I said I was taking this trade and I was going to hold it to first TP like here, second TP at lunch high, and then we're going to try and hold for the data high here. But yeah, I'll call out the things that I take and I'll rate setups and that kind of thing. The biggest thing is to learn. That's like what I prioritize a lot in PM is explaining the model in depth and how ICT trades and all these things. So if you're looking to learn, this is definitely the place to be, Brandon. Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, are you guys trying to see the cut real quick? Here you go. If you guys missed it from the other stream, I did throw on the face cam briefly. I always trim my goatee up, but yeah. Yeah, so to pack, I have the educational part of PM under the pinned messages. So all of the pinned messages in the PM chat are like the education that like I kind of talked about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, Baker. I've gone clean shaven one time in the last 5 years, and I took like 10 years off of me. It's a little hot in my office, and I'm wearing a hoodie, so that's why my face is a little red right now. Thank you, Deepak. Appreciate it. I actually, when I went to the barber last, I told them that I wanted to get a slick back with a fade, and they gave it to me. But the problem is, slick back is way too difficult with my hair, and the wax that they used was way too greasy. And like, if I'm gonna do that, I don't want it to be like super greasy. So I'm just going with how it is right now and just leave it. Um, but yeah, when I put wax in my hair and got it super slick back, I turned full Latino. It was kind of crazy. I appreciate it, dude. I've been on this diet for the last 3 months, and like this weekend I cheated so bad. I did not do good. I came back and I was up like 4 pounds. Would I enter long here on the 32nd? No, no. These are choppy price conditions because we were supposed to be on vacation, right? And like I just went way too crazy with alcohol and food. But it's the first time I've drank in like a month, so that was fine at least. But yeah, now we're back on business. I'm not gonna cheat again until mid June. And I hope by mid June to be down like another 25 pounds, hopefully. And then by the end of the year, I should hit my goal. Do I use the sauna? No, I don't. I don't have a sauna at my gym. Yeah, Tyler, for sure. In college, I lost 75, and then I gained a lot of it back. So I'm just trying to get back to where I was before college. It's tough when you get a girlfriend, and in Michigan there's not really a whole lot to do besides to go out and eat. You end up putting a lot of weight on. And maybe it's also a lack of discipline, but I'm I'm trying to get back into it a little bit. I'm trying to be better. Do peptides like dodgy? No, I want to figure out the long-term effects of peptides before I ever do something like that. I know what works for me, and it's to just count calories. And I don't know. I think I'll be fine doing that. And I'm not gonna do the GLP-1 stuff because that's how you get like apparently osteoporosis and a bunch of other random stuff. And I'm good. Do I study psychology? No, I did. I mean, obviously, like I've read books about psychology for trading and that kind of thing, and for money. And in college I probably did an intro class, but I didn't. I'm not like a psychology major or anything. Yeah, psychology is cool. I like philosophy too. I think philosophy, like studying it, allows you to understand a lot about the world and why the world is the way it is. I majored in cybersecurity and information systems, but I'm I'm not like it's been a while. There's a reason I'm trading, right? For sure, Spencer. Yeah, to me this just looks like chop. I'm hoping like maybe 350 can accelerate us towards our target, but I wouldn't enter probably anything until then. Yeah, I know, Tyler. I worked full time in cyber for 16 weeks in 2022, and then 16 or 12 weeks it was in 2021 as an intern, and those were like fine experiences. But I don't know, it's just I'm good. I think until 410, Spencer. Yeah, yeah, no, Otter, same. Once I kind of figure out though, like what are the better firms, I just kind of stick with those. That's about it. How long were you trading until you saw consistent profits? Okay, depending on your definition of consistency, it took me about a year to become consistently profitable. But I first turned a profit after 6 months of trading futures, and that was doing it every day. Like I probably put what people would take 2 or 3 years into trading in a single year. So I put in the same amount of time that it would take anybody else to get profitable. I just did it a lot faster because I was unemployed, right? A lot of people that are trading now, they have a lot of other obligations in school and whatever. So it might take them a while longer. And I was very fortunate I didn't have to deal with that. What did I do daily? So in the meantime, what I would do, and this was like my typical day when I was first learning, is I graduated school, right? And then I went and I lived with my parents. And during the day, I would trade and I would study and I would learn and back test and whatever. And then at night, I would go and do DoorDash and like use DoorDash money to pay for evals and that kind of thing. And now I trade in the morning, most mornings, and then I spend the lunch with my girlfriend, or I sit in a call with my buddies who also trade, and we talk. And then I stream with you guys, and then after stream, I get some more work done. I try and edit a video or whatever, and then I just have the evening to myself. But yeah, I like Plato a lot. Um, like the perfect city, whatever that whole allegory is pretty much my exact interpretation of how society comes to be, and I like the idea of using philosophers for the government and creating like an aristocracy. Like I think that's probably the ideal government system that you could set up. And then I don't know. I like the idea of like the greatest good, right? So doing what would be um universally good for everyone, and not just you know acting on the individual self. Like I think John Locke is big on that, right? With obviously individualism being the right to property and whatever else, and that whole philosophy of thinking that he subscribes to. I think I'm more aligned with Kant's categorical imperative. Um, what else? That's about it. So if we like manipulate down here, like is there like a 15-minute here or something? No. Is there a 30? No, no, no. Okay, so there's no like gap here for us to manipulate into. I guess like we have like a 1 minute here that like we ran out these lows, maybe we get a long or something. But yeah. Roman system seems to be the model political system. It just leaves too much room for corruption. Yeah. I think the biggest problem is just corruption like in democracy is inevitable. Um and that's why democracy really doesn't work. I mean, obviously I think it's a very good moral system and like it should in theory work, but with people it's just as difficult. All right, Deepak, have a good night. Reliable as dictator. No, it's very. I feel like it's a very simple way to look at. Obviously, I mean you're joking. It does so. Never mind. Just forget it. But yeah, that is typically like the response that people give. If you say democracy is bad, oh well, then you're for dictators. You're for fascism. You're for no. There can be two solutions. There can be two. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. Which that's a huge assumption. You need to form a system of government that checks people who are intent on doing bad. Democracy doesn't check people who are intent on breaking the system. The US system does that, but it does it too slowly, I think. And also, I think the US system gives too much power to the executive branch, and it doesn't give enough power to the judicial branch. I don't think that the executive branch should pick our judicial branch. I think that gives a person way too much power. If we're a true democracy, the people should choose who our judges are in the same way that we would elect anyone else. And there should be guidelines that you have to follow as a judge in order to be even a candidate to be elected. I think there should be guidelines even for a president in order to be elected too, but that's a different story. I mean, obviously we have the age, but like there's no like like you don't have to like basically have any you could be Donald Trump and become president is what I'm trying to say. But you don't have to have any experience. I think that's it's like you wouldn't let somebody off the street be a heart surgeon. Why do we let anyone off the street become president? You know? That's basically the gist. Anyone should be able to run, but if you fail the test to become president, you shouldn't be allowed to be on the ballot. You can be a write-in, maybe. All right, sounds good, Spencer. But yeah, I think the judicial branch is just set up wrong. The judicial branch in the US can be influenced too greatly by the executive branch. You're telling me that you can strategically retire judges on the bench so that you can indefinitely hold one party as the representation in the judicial branch as long as there's like one party in the executive branch. Like that's crazy. So one party by controlling one branch can control two branches. That's the problem with the judicial branch. All right, we'll see you later, Otter. Sorry that this kind of deranged from trading into, talk about government. But see, but that's the thing. I think that pure democracy fails, Fahrenheit. We talk about setting up systems of democracy that are um beneficial and like will actually work out long term, and I don't think that's one of them because it allows the presidency to be influenced too easily. The problem is we can I mean and this is how it's been for decades now. It's not just with Trump, obviously it's with a lot of other presidents as well. I mean, but basically you have enough money, you can get whoever you want elected. And that's the problem. That's why I think there needs to be qualifications. Just like with any other job. Every job in the entire world has qualifications. Why shouldn't the president also? I don't think you should be a felon. Well, I mean, that's kind of a gray area, but it kind of depends on why you're a felon. I don't think you should like if you're a violent criminal, you should not be allowed to be president. The people should vote on the qualifications for president. The people should vote on the qualifications for who should be in Congress, how old they can be, things like that. Okay, we got 350 here, guys. Let's see if we can make it happen. Maybe Tyler, but I mean, that's always going to be a problem no matter what government you have. The thing is, that's been going on forever, Tyler, with, propaganda influencing the the laws that are put into place, and yet we've gotten pretty far as Americans even with that external influence. So I think we'll be okay to go through that. No, but I'm saying we set those qualifications up, and if you don't meet those qualifications, you don't get to be president. I mean, of course, now like they could set it up to whoever like to have qualifications that would only allow certain people in, but it would be voted on by the overall populace, which while yes, they can influence, they can't control. Right now, essentially candidates are controlled. Who becomes the candidate for the DNC and who becomes the candidate for the RNC, which are the two political parties, is completely controlled. And so it's like they give us this illusion of choice, whereas if we have qualifications, at least there are minimum standards that must be met by candidates directed by us to prevent somebody like Biden and his age and his senility from being president, to prevent somebody like Donald Trump and his age and his senility to be president. Okay. So while yeah, you know, they could say things like I'm saying like I don't know. I think we could improve our candidate choices. Maybe. Well, 350 is not taking us there. So I don't know. Yeah. I think it just might be over. I hope I didn't alienate any of you. I don't think I said anything that was like too extreme though. It's hard trading in conditions like this. I mean, of course we had like the 1 minute inverse here like I mentioned, but looks like that's going to be a break even. Maybe after a scale at the wick high or whatever there. What I might do is if we were to make a higher high here, I might just trail my stop and profit to here, and then I'll be forced to take full TP at 410. So wherever we end there, I guess I'll be out of the trade. Yeah, is iron lucids? What are you talking about? No, I'm on Tradeifys right now. I haven't been able to get my Lucid Live accounts yet. I'm still waiting. Um. Oh, okay, for sure. Let's think of some criteria for president. What what should be some criteria? I think an age limit, right? No president over age 65. Okay. Another requirement must pass um mental third party mental evaluation test that checks for like dementia, lucidity, etc. Not obviously like a cognitive um like cognitive evaluation. That's what I should say. Yeah, natural born, sure. And like it, because the thing is the cognitive evaluation test that's currently um you know being administered is by the own by the White House, by the like the executive branch. So this is kind of like not being done right now. Another one is I don't know. Must have I don't know. You can't say that they must be like in government or must be this should not that's what I'm saying. It has to be the way that you pass the cognitive evaluation is if there's no like signs of any cognitive breakdown. Like I don't think you should be president if you have regular seizures. I don't think you should be president if you have dementia or if you have Alzheimer's or um if you have any cognitive disease that impacts consciousness, okay? And that can all be tested for. Some sort of military service? See, it makes sense for the commander in chief to have military service. But honestly, I'm okay with it. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Must have been in the military. It makes sense. The commander in chief should have military experience. Yes, 100%. And and the other thing is too, it kind of weeds out the Donald Trumps of the world who had bone spurs and couldn't be in the military. Fine. If you're too much of a pussy to go into the military, then you shouldn't be president. Fine. I'm okay with that one. What else? Should we make this even worse? Should we say like must have seen combat? Because like we don't want like any of these like armchair like daddy's money like I don't want that in a president. You have had to have seen combat because that's going to influence a lot of the decision making processes that happen as the commander in chief. Because you're not going to when you go through a trauma like that, you're not gonna like but then again, most military people don't see combat. It's only 10%. Exactly. So yeah, no, we can't. Let's just say must have been in the military. What if we said like must have qualified military experience? Like so we don't let like somebody that's just like armchair. All right, looks like we're gonna rerun this high. Maybe I might just have to get out of this for 100 points. That might be all this trade gets us. So like must have served like 4 years or I don't know, or maybe had active combat. Like yeah, like that could be good. That could be good. All right, here's 4 o'clock. So we have an SMT at the high because ES took it first. Okay, wait. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do wait because we had some of the greatest presidents like be disabled, like FDR. I can't make any physical qualifiers because then that's like discriminatory. We'll do like maybe like must pass US citizenship test. Like I don't know. What's one for like the basic human rights? What do you mean? Like you're asking them to be like decent? I don't think there's a test for decency, unfortunately, that exists. We all have different moral codes, so that would be too subjective. Oh yeah, like yeah, campaign finance laws, but that's like a whole different story. I mean, yeah, we want campaign finance laws. No APAC money? Yeah, unfortunately, that's also campaign finance laws. That's not really president requirements. I think this is honestly good. Like, and we don't even have one, we don't have two, we don't have four, we don't have five. We only have this one and like I don't know. I agree, Tyler. Like this could be a no-brainer. I don't even because I feel like right now the whole presidential qualification thing is actually already we've already been propagandized into that because people by making it more difficult to become president, people like get scared by that idea. When in reality, why is this scary? So I don't know. Well, guys, this was a very productive conversation. I'm sure this will have some meaning and some value to the rest of the world. I'm sure this will definitely escape our little echo chamber and will definitely influence the world by having this conversation. Uh, all right. Honestly, what do I do? Do I close out the trade for 90 points? I think it's time. I'm going to do it. I exited the trade there. Well, I got about as close to end of day with that as I could. Oh, did I just close everything? Oh, no, we're good. All right. I don't know what just happened. All right. Well, that was like 5R, I guess. All right, guys.